Jesus demonstrated truth. One way he did that was by the scriptures. Jesus highlighted, for example, contradictions with the scriptures, or when things were not in harmony with the scriptures, or linguistic details in the scriptures. People had a tradition where they would no longer permit someone to do anything for his father or mother. In contrast, Jesus answered, Moses said, "Be honoring your father and your mother." Jesus demonstrated that the tradition that they had was in contradiction with the scriptures. The disciples of Jesus went in grain fields and plucked grains to eat them. People said to Jesus, "Why are they doing on the Sabbath what is not lawful?" They were doing a work by plucking grains, but in the law it was written that on the Sabbath you shall not do any work. So it may have been assumed that mankind was made for the sake of the Sabbath. In contrast, Jesus answered, "Did you not read what David did when he was hungry and the ones with him, how he entered into the house of God and they ate the bread of presentation, which was not lawful for him to eat, nor for the ones with him? And did you not read in the law that on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are guiltless?" Jesus gave two examples from the scriptures where people will be found eating something not lawful for them to eat, or even priests doing something on the Sabbath and yet found guiltless. 1 Samuel 21 was a descriptive account and Numbers 28 was a prescriptive account, but both were used by Jesus. By harmonizing all the scriptures, Jesus demonstrated that the Sabbath was made for the sake of mankind, instead of the opposite, which was mankind made for doing no work on the Sabbath. No, here it was more the Sabbath was made to serve and to be for the sake of mankind. People came to Jesus who were saying that there is not a resurrection. In contrast, Jesus answered, "Did you not read the thing having been spoken to you by God, saying, 'I am the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob'? He is not the God of dead ones, but of living ones." Jesus was highlighting here a linguistic detail. In this passage of Exodus 3, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob already passed away. But yet God is saying that I am, present tense, their God, instead of saying that he was their God. Jesus demonstrated with this linguistic detail that there was a hint of a hope beyond passing away, which was what a resurrection was all about.